fix my camera. My hair looks crazy right now. Alright, let's see. Looking good. Let's turn off this music. Hello everyone that's here. If anyone's here, welcome. We are day one of the game jam. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Day one of the game jam here. And so what I want to do is kind of set up and I guess bring you guys along on this setup ride of mine here. I don't know where I'm going to start, right? So the theme is third person shooter, right? So I think the first things first is I'm going to start with Trello. I'm going to see like the basic things I need for a third person shooter, right? I'm going to make a couple lists here. So let's say to do. We'll make to do first. All right. So to do, we need obviously we need a third person character controller. All right. We need a shoot mechanic. Just say shoot mechanic. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna need guns. We need characters, right? We need a level. And this is like very, very big goals right here, right? This is just kind of the raw stuff. I'm just really thinking because, you know, where do you start? It's such a general topic, third person shooter, that it leaves a lot of room for creativity. And it also leaves a lot of time to really think and contemplate this stuff. So, I mean, I can't have any. I mean, I could always put placeholders in and create this scripts first, but I think it's good to create some art, right? So, I might go into Blender and see what we can come up with. I mean, I'm no artist in Blender, let me tell you that. It might just end up looking like a pile of dog, you know what. But let's see. So characters, I think we can make a character really quick. Just a quick one, you know, nothing crazy. What's the game gonna be, right? This game is obviously it's third person shooter, but there's got to be like a special piece to it, right? So third person shooter, I think it's got to be online, right? So we got to do like online, right? So let's just say ideas, right? Let's just call it ideas for now. We'll do ideas. We'll do the to do later. I think we'll call this ideas, and we'll get rid of that because obviously we need that. We'll figure that out later. All right, let's just delete this whole thing here. Why don't we just archive this list? We'll do ideas here. And so a third person shooter where, right? No one has any bullets. I mean, that's not a good idea, but you know, write it down. Write it down anyway. Because how can you have a third person shooter where no one has any bullets? Or they're throwing dodgeballs or something. I don't know about that. Let's keep going. All right. No one has any bullets. All right. Not a good one. Not a good one. What about... Oh, Blender's open. All right, we'll make characters in a little bit. We got to figure out what we're doing here. All right, a third-person shooter where... Maybe it'll come. Let's make a character really quick. Let's see. All right, so right now we got this nice cube here. I think we can stick with this cube. Or let's see, maybe we can delete this cube and make like a sphere or something, right? For the head here, icosphere. And so when you smooth this out, it becomes a head. There we go. We got ourselves a head. And so I'm gonna keep everything kind of scaled the same way. So this cube is what, 3 meters tall or something like that, right? By default, it's 3 feet, 1 meter. Right, so let's just leave that right there. So this head is pretty big. So let's scale that head down a little bit. And let's move it up on the Z. Even less, I feel like. It needs to be... I'm not that tall, so let's make it... Let's make it as tall as me here. Alright, that's probably good. Alright, and then he needs a body. So for the body, let's do like a cylinder or something here. We got ourselves a little body. And you know what? Let's do it from the bottom here. So it has the root there. So now we can, when we stretch it out, it'll stretch up like that. So I think what we want is make it thinner here. Maybe make the top a little thinner. Like that, right? That's like a body here. And you know, we'll move the head down onto that. That's a short little guy, but it's okay. Okay, that's his body. Okay, and since he's a shooter, he looks like a pawn. That's what he looks like, which is fine. He is just a pawn in this game. So he needs arms, right? Let's do some arms here. Let's see, maybe we can just use a cylinder again. So if we're gonna animate him, he needs like a bicep or whatever, upper arm, an elbow, and a forearm, right? And then ideally some hands. So let's get another cylinder in here. Make it small. This one, since it's going to be from the arms, right? Why did all my... Oh, there we go. We'll go down here, so we'll go down here. Kind of make the root right there. Alright, let's move it up to where his arms would be. And let's make it thinner here. Now that looks like a good arm here. Now let's put it on where it needs to go. Alright, rotate that like that. Make him in the T pose, right? We want him in the T pose. So let's do something like that there. And zoom in on our guy here so we can make it good. He needs a shoulder. Otherwise it's going to be very weird. So let's just give him a shoulder. Let's put the arm in the right spot first. Alright, there's the arm. I think let's scale it on the Z here. Well, that's supposed to be short. I think that's pretty good. And then we'll just make a sphere here. We'll just make another one, then we'll add in joints. So let's do cylinder again, or we can just duplicate that. What am I doing? Alright. Duplicate that. Got ourselves... Let's go from the top here and make it bent a little bit. Alright, that looks good. Looks like we're getting ourselves a little guy here. Yeah, right. Alright, and so, yeah, I mean, that's his arm. It looks good to me. This is just a classic little boy here. So let's set all these transforms here, and then we will Shift D it, right? And then can we mirror it or something? Like mirror across the Y, right? Nope. Mirror across the X. Okay, there we go. And there we go. We've got ourselves a little man here. Let's set those equal to each other so it doesn't look so weird. We can actually kind of probably set the... Let's make these... we don't want to make them one yet. Alright, so then we need some joints, right? So let's make some joints. Alright, so I feel like the joints would be perfect to be... Like UV spheres are fine. Icospheres or UV spheres, I don't know. I feel like icosphere, let's do that. Icosphere looks a little bit better. Looks like it's less geometry. Alright, so his elbow there, right? Maybe make it a little smaller. Alright, we got ourselves a little elbow. Anyone in chat? No one's in chat? That's alright. My camera's a little high. No one told me that. Alright, there we go. Alright, and maybe we should have waited to do this in a little bit. Let's do one arm first. Alright, so we got that. Now let's do another sphere here. We'll do Shift D, pop it right here where the shoulder goes. Okay, let's hide that. I think we got our scaling pretty good. Alright, and I just want to make sure that it's like at a shoulder level here. Looks like a shoulder to me. Alright, so we got a shoulder. This is the arm. It looks like pretty much the whole arm. So let's just label this stuff really quick. All right, so we'll call this forearm. What is that? Left. I think .L is how you do it here, even though I'm not gonna really. I just like to go by upper arm. .L. Oh. Come on. Arm upper, I think is better to get it all next to each other. L. We'll call this arm lower .L. Okay. We got. That's the head. This is the body. All right. We have his arm, elbow, .L, and then arm, shoulder .L. This is all very exciting stuff. So we have the arm right here. So let's, we can make it all one. Let's make it all one. Is that Control J? Just call this the arm. Arm.L, right? Arm.L, yeah. So this is left arm, all right? We have the body here, and let's just duplicate this arm here. And now we know how to mirror it. We're good to go. So let's mirror it along the X. And let's kind of set, so the arm is at 0. Oh, because I applied the transform. So let's just kind of match it up here. Looks good. Now we'll move it on the X. All right. And then match it up on the Y here. So let's just move it on the X really quick. All right, looks good. Oh. Let's just put it in where it needs to go. All right, we've got ourselves a little boy. Little man. And so we're gonna, let's just kind of get the colors and everything, and then we'll try to move on to like making a level. What I'm thinking maybe is like, it's like a third-person shooter, normal third-person shooter, but this guy hops around everywhere. Potentially, maybe like you can have like this bubble, right? And the bubble protects you. But also you can't shoot out of the bubble. So I guess like the bubble is either time-based or damage-based or both. And if you're shooting out of the bubble, then you're lowering the amount of bubble you're having. You're not doing any damage. And vice versa. If someone's shooting at you, they're not hitting you. They're hitting the bubble, but it's ticking away. So I think that's a good mechanic to have. So it's kind of like third-person shooter where you have like a little shield. I think that's a good start. All right, so let's paint this guy a little bit. All right, let's see what we got. So we got this here. Let's smooth everything out really quick. So shade smooth, and it looks good. Looks pretty smooth here. Smooth to me. All right, so now let's color him in. So his head, we want some kind of skin color. So let's pop that skin material. We'll call this skin. All right, and what color is skin? I think I want the skin to eventually be customizable, so let's start with just a normal skin color here. Let's make it, just mess with these settings until we get something we like. Oh, if he's metal, like a robot, no robots here. Let's make it 0 metal, whatever. I'm no good at these. I'm just doing very basic stuff here. All right, so this and this, those will both be skin too, I think. Let's start with that. So skin, and our man's wearing like a little dress. I think that's good. So we'll just call this the dress, right? Pop the dress on him, and I think that'll be customizable too. So let's make this like whatever, it doesn't really matter. We'll make this like red dress here. All right. Obviously, dress is not going to be specular, going to be very rough. Gonna be metal, robot, Iron Man. No, I think that's good. So that's our man here. He looks. If that's a work of art here. That's a work of art. All right, we got a month to make a game. I'm not gonna spend forever on this art. We need to animate him. So let's give him some animation. First, we got to give him a kind of a armature, right? So let's delete this cube. We don't need the cube anymore, I think. Let's do Alt H here. What am I doing? Edit mode? No. Alt H. Let's get rid of this cube. Unnecessary cube now. Let's what is that? Control Shift C or Shift C or something puts that cursor back there. All right, and let's make a collection of this guy here. So this, what is that? M or Control M? Okay, this is character. All right, there we go. So there's our character. And now we need an armature. So let's do armature, single bone. He doesn't have many bones. Let's put this in front of us, right? So in front. Wow, that's a big bone. I don't think he has a bone like that. All right, let's take this, bring it down on the Z. We want him to have some good free range of movement here. I think that's good. Center bone here. I'm no good at animation, so we'll see. Then we extrude that, right, on the Z. How many bones? I mean, maybe like this. I think 3 bones in his body. 1 for his head. I think that looks good. So that's that. We can kind of, I think that's a good start. All right. Then we want, what is that, like Shift D to duplicate, right? Move that there. Put this like that. Let's line it up with his arms. All right, and just get it from above. Let's line this up. So this will go here. This will go to his elbow. And then this will be on his shoulder. So let's go to the side. Where's your shoulder, sir? I think that looks good. And we'll just copy this. Let's duplicate that. And we'll do, what is that? Mirror. The X global here. Pop that there. Let's see. Line it up where it needs to go. Looks like it's a little too far in. No. All right. Let's not go crazy with this. Looking good. It's looking good. All right. We've got ourselves a little man here. Let's parent these to, was it like Shift P or Control P or keep offset, Control P. All right. And then here again, keep offset. And now if we go to pose mode, everything should look good. We can easily, nope. Oh, because we didn't parent the armature to the body. So let's do object mode, right? Okay. Armature. And then the man, Control P, no, P, Shift P, Control P. What is it? How do we parent this character to our armature? Well, let's see what it says. Keep transform. We don't want the parent like that. We want F3 parent. No, armature. Okay, no. Let's just Google that. See, it's parent armature to mesh blender. There we go. Control P. It's Control P. Anyway, let's I guess we have to join this all into one, right? So let's join that. Okay, now we have character here. We have our armature. Call this blob boy. We'll call him Blobby. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we got Blobby. We got the armature. Control P. And then we say with automatic weights. All right, perfect. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. So now we go here, pose mode. And if we move that, not working. Why not? Let's see. If we move, oh. Okay, his head's working. His body's going crazy, but this arm right here is not part of it for some reason. Not a part of the action. So let's go back, see what happened here. So maybe I did it wrong here. So let's go back to the armature. Edit mode. Okay, even further back. before we parented the, yeah, this isn't even doing anything. Turned off. All right, let's see. So still further back. Won't let me go further back. So let's see, maybe we do want this guy as one character, right? So let's just do that really quick. So Control J. Can't do it in edit mode. Control J. All right, come on. All right, so this arm here is good. It has this cylinder, so it should move with it. If it moved this arm, I don't understand what happened. So maybe the automatic weights didn't really detect something. So let's just do this here. Let's see if we can Control J them. Okay, we got our character. Blobby, alright, Blobby. We get our armature here. Select the character. Control P, nope. Character first, then the armature. Character, then the armature. Control P with automatic weights. Alright, now we got pose mode, alright. For some reason that arm's not going, this arm's going, and it's going the whole way. So I have to do like weight painting, right? Let's see, weight painting here. What's weight painting mode? If I click this guy, I go to weight paint mode. Okay, so selecting the wrong bone. So let's select the right bone. Let's do, you have to go to like object mode, right? Then you go to here, then you go edit mode, select that one, right? Then go back to weight paint mode. And how do I change my, what is it in here? Lock object modes. Let's do that, weight paint. It's so weird. I mean, this one's good. This one looks great. I think I want to weights here. Let's see. Assign automatic from bones. How do I check different weights here? Switch between weights. Okay, so let's just say I do this. What happens? All right. So I know this is probably a bad move. Let's just see. So pose mode. What is that? Object mode. Then there. Then pose mode. All right. Then that'll do that. So that weight's like that, and now that weight's like that. So that's what I thought. All right. Okay. Let's figure out how to get to this weight here. Object mode. This can't take too long. If it takes too long, I'm gonna have to Google it. Okay. Let's just. Is this Unreal? No, this is Blender. That was Blender. Trying to make this character, design him. Let's say how to adjust weight paints. Blender 2.9 here. All right. It's gonna tell me to go to weight paint mode here. I don't want to watch this whole video. I don't even have my headphones on. Let's see. Wait. How did he select that bone? So let's see. Pose mode. Okay. Whoa. Okay. This is 2.8.
Will show how much weight it's got. So blue is called weight painting. So in order to do this, I must make sure I select the armature in pose mode. So I select my armature, make sure my armature is selected up here, and then go to pose mode. Okay, then I can select my main mesh or my character with right click, and then change that to weight painting. And then the last bone I select.
Okay, makes sense. All right, so go to pose mode here. Select this one. That's what we want, and then go to select this guy and go to weight painting mode. And there we go. He has no weights on there, which is perfect. Exactly what we want. So we want to just paint a little bit of this stuff here. We want this to move this arm. I think that's good. And then We'll go back to what, pose mode or something? Object mode, then pose mode. And try this one, check this one out, let's see. So there, now we go to weight paint mode here. Alright, maybe it should all just be red. Let's just try this out. So pose mode. Come on. That's what I'm not good at Blender. Alright, come on. Pose mode. And then we just rotate. Oh, it's not, it didn't get the back at all. Alright. Easy fix, we can just do the back too. Alright, so we want 1, 3, we want 7. Alright. So let's go to pose mode, or weight paint here. Let's paint this whole thing here. Oh, whoa. Stick to the bone here, stick to the arm. Alright, we want it all around. I think that looks good. Got his elbow in there too. Alright. Let's try this out on pose mode. So object mode, then pose mode. Alright. Now that is what we want. Alright, and this is not what we want. See how it does this? Doesn't move it at all. Maybe we want it to move just a little bit. So let's go here and weight paint. I'll just touch it a little bit. Oh, just like right there. Just like right there. A little bit like that. And then we'll see what happens. I think we don't want it to affect all the way down there, so there's gotta be a way to like subtract here. Okay, that's subtracting way too much. Alright. So it's just not subtracting the part that we want. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit. Alright, let's add. Alright, we'll add. And then we want this to be pretty weighted there. Let's see how this is. So we'll go to what? Pose mode. My back is hurting. I don't know. Alright. Yeah, so it's like moving just a little bit. That's what we want. So now let's do this one. Same way. So what is that? There, there. Weight paint. Alright. So this arm is like affecting the whole body. So let's go to subtract and get rid of that on the body. It just needs a little bit on the body. Alright. Come on. Not, especially not on the other side. Alright. I don't think it needs to affect, this bone doesn't need to affect that. I think this bone definitely doesn't need to affect there. This automatic weight's just messed up completely, but it's okay. Alright, so let's just draw our own weight. So add some weight there. Oh, some weight. I think that might be good. Let's test that out. So what is that? Object mode, pose mode, rotate. There we go. That's more like it. I think even it has a little bit too much, but I think that's good. That shows a little bit reactivity. This, we want it to affect the body a little bit. So let's go to weight paint and add a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's just a little bit here. We want the head to like affect that much of the body, don't you think? Potentially. I might be ruining it, and then at that point we'll just go back. So object mode. Alright. Pose mode, and well, he's going a little crazy. It's going a little bit too far. So let's say he goes like this. Oh, not like that. Alright, so 3. If he moves his head back, forward, that looks good. You can't go too much or it deforms it, the whole body. But alright, let's try this. We're gonna go through every bone. So we need to do this bone. So let's do this one first and see what it looks like. And I'm sorry, I'm not reading chat. Alright, cool. Alright, let's do Weight paint. It's looking good. That looks like what I want. Alright, can we just select this next bone? Got to keep going here. Alright, weight paint. I want them to look the same, so this one doesn't look the same. So let's add on this a bunch. Alright, and then the back of this here. Alright, so that's that. And then subtract all around it. So subtract all this. It should not affect the other arm that much. And then add again. We need to add, what is it, like this here? That's what we want. We want that arm to be completely controlled by this bone. A little bit too much. Alright, that looks good. Alright, let's see what's next. What is it? Control tab, object mode, go back to pose mode, select this bone here, select this guy, weight paint. Alright, so this bone does nothing. So let's add, well, like right here. You know what I have to do is I have to segment this guy out a little bit. Alright, so this will be like that. I think that's good. And then let's segment him a little bit. So let's go to object mode, let's go to edit mode, Control R, and just add these vertices here. Let's go Control R, and then move it up, and then Control R, and move it like that. All right, so now we have our little man here. So let's see how the weight painting goes. All right, so back to, what is it, object mode, select that, pose mode. All right, now let's see weight paint. All right, looks good. Next bone, pose mode, this one, weight paint, and just weight paint that. We want it to affect this bone here, this part of the body. I think that looks good. And then we have one more, right? So let's do object mode, this one, pose mode, this one. There we go. We're almost done. Ready to animate this guy. All right, that looks good. So now let's test out our pose mode, right, and see if everything is good. All right. So let's rotate him here. Oh wow, he looks crazy. He looks cool. Woo. Okay. Woo. Okay. Normal. All right. That's not normal. So we'll fix that. That looks good. That looks good. That's not normal. And that's not normal. So we'll go back to the head and these two arms. So let's do this arm first. Or let's do the head first. We'll start from the top. So head, weight paint, and we want subtract. We want the head to just affect its area around it. Shouldn't be affecting like the whole thing. Alright, I think that looks good. And then I think it might be a little bit too much on the arms. Oh. Alright. Let's see. Okay. And then on this arm. Alright. We might want to add a little bit there. Looks like I lost a little bit. Alright, cool. Right there. Alright. That's the head. Looks good. So much control tabbing. Alright, so this arm. Alright, and yeah, we just want to subtract some of that. I think that looks good. And then this one. Okay. Alright, subtract some of that. Subtract some of that. Alright, I think that looks good. So now let's try pose mode again. And maybe we'll have our guy looking good. Oh, something's happening to the bottom of the mesh when I do that. But not on this side, so there's something wrong with this one. Let's check the weights. Erase anything that's like crazy. I think like that, maybe. Let's try it out. Okay, and that side of the body. Why would that be connected at all? Weight paint. All right. I don't see anything there that would be affecting that, but let's just erase it, make sure. All right, and let's try it out. You know, I'm about to just say like that's okay. No, it's not. It's never okay. All right, let's finish it. Erase all that. Let's just make it big here. Erase. Oh, that's too big. Erase anything all around the bottom here. We don't want any of that. All right. And now our man should be good. Perfect. Okay. Looks good. All right, cool. Yeah, okay, all right. And then what arm here, arm here, arm here, all looks good. Let's save this guy here as January Game Jam. Call this Blobby. All right, save another file. So we have our blobby rigged. I'm thinking, what else do we need? Let's see. Let's do like an idle. Let's do an idle animation for him. So I feel like he'll always be holding a gun. So let's say idle. His arms are gonna be like this. Let's say he's holding some pistols here. We want rotate like that, so his hands are up, right? We want to rotate his elbows in, so let's rotate like that. How do you hold your guns? I think that looks good. Idle, maybe up a little bit, up a little bit. Like where he's aiming at the other blob's face. I think that looks good. Alright, and then yeah, I think that's a good start. So let's do that animation tab or something like that. All right, and then we'll change this to a dope sheet or something. Change this to, what is it? What would it be? Non-linear animation here. Then we'll have this one be the action editor. We'll call this idle, and yeah, we'll add a keyframe here. So what is that? Location rotation. All right, so that's the first keyframe of the game here, guys. All right, and now we'll just do like let's say 10 seconds. Oh. All right, let's make them colorful. I like them colorful. All right, we want to rotate this down, not too much. Rotate like that. Maybe rotate this up. Rotate this down. Rotate this up. Alright, and that's another keyframe, so let's... Oh wait, and we want his head kind of to move too. Right? Maybe his body will move a little bit. So we'll add that. Location rotation, let's do 20. Let's move it up, move it down, move it up, move it down, move it back, move it forward. there. I think that looks good. Let's add that keyframe. Alright, and then we'll just start back at the beginning, right? So, oh, let's do it on 30. Let's just have it all even. Alright, and we'll make this 30 frames long, 29 frames long. Alright, that looks like a good idle, right? Call this idle pistols, because we're gonna have more than one kind of gun. Alright, but we'll just do idle pistols first. Alright, so what other ones are we gonna need? We're gonna need a run with pistols. So let's do that. What do we do here? We do like that. Alright, so then, yeah, now we'll do walk forward, right? We're gonna need walking of every direction. So let's do walk forward. Alright, so he's from idle. We want the arms to look the same as idle, so let's keep them like that. What do we do? Start at keyframe 0, that's fine. Alright. I think what we can do is, so how's he gonna do? He's gonna start in this starting position, same starting position as idle, I think. We'll add location rotation. Alright, and then we'll do like 5, he'll make his move. I think he's gonna hop. He has no legs, so he's gonna hop. I could make him have spider legs, that'd be crazy, but I think this is good. Alright, so how's he gonna hop? He's gonna get ready, so he's gonna have to lean forward, so let's lean forward a little bit. I think his head will still look up. He's gonna lean his body forward, maybe like this. And can we like compress him a little bit? Oh, don't hide that bone. Can we compress him? Maybe moving this, no. Moving that down, that's just rotating it. Scale. Alright, no, I think like that's good. Alright, and then I think that's a good start, and then that's a keyframe. Location rotation. And 10. He's gonna start hopping, so he's probably gonna bring his body back a little bit. Head forward. This goes back a little bit. Head stays at the target. He's gonna go ooh. I think maybe up in the air. Still in the same on the Z. We want him to stay the same. Alright, and maybe rotate just a little bit there. I think that looks good. Bring his arms down, so he can still shoot. And he looks like he's leaning to the right. Alright, so that looks good. That looks like a good action pose there. Let's make that a keyframe here. Oh, okay, I guess I did. So right now he's like this. Oh, location rotation. We want position 2. So let's do location rotation. Okay, and so now he needs to basically go in reverse, right? So let's just do like that. His arm needs to be, okay, wait, he needs to be, let's do Alt, what is that? Alt R, Alt G. Oh, we need the armature to do that. Armature, Alt R. Oh, and you got to pose mode and do it. All right. Okay, sir. All right, we need to change Alt R, Alt G. That looks good. All right, let's go back. And what was I going to do? Oh, we need to apply the rotation here. So let's, all right, let's go to pose mode. Alt R, Alt G. And then in object mode, we will, or we need to just in object mode, Alt R, Alt G, no, pose mode. It's so much modes. Alt G, Alt R, oh, Alt R, Alt G, alright, and then object mode, he's going back to that. So we need to set his, let's make a default state. Let's call this walk forward. We'll come back to it and fix it. Alright, and then let's just do a default state. So what, T-pose. Alright, and that's all R, Alt G. Alright, cool. Alright, now he's in T-pose mode, so he should. Control A, all transforms. All transforms. Alright, all transforms a million times. Make sure everything's good, and then hopefully by that point we should be good. So let's do walk forward, and we will do Control A, Control Shift V, right? His arm still does that lunatic thing here, so we can always fix that. So let's just do Control Shift V and fix that. Okay, so let's just delete this. We'll move these this way. Where's 15? There. All right. So his arm is going lunacy style here. Let's just put that back. Let's just put this one back. Okay, it doesn't like that, rotating like that, so we'll just stick with it. All right, so we have that. 15. He'll be back on the ground. Do Alt G to get him back on the ground. Lean him forward. Head up. There, he just landed. Maybe like this, and arms up. Cannot let your guard down. Alright, and that's good. Alright, so that's I. Location, rotation. 20, can we just do, copy this keyframe here. Not switch the direction. Okay, so that looks good. He's hopping. Hopping. Alright, so let's do 19 and see how it looks. Alright, we got our man. He's hopping. What we need is, let's do this first, and like the graph editor, right? We want the graph editor, and we want all of this to be linear, so it's smooth. All right, that looks good. He's a hoppy boy. All right, and now we want to add that to that track. Let's put it all, oh, let's put it on 1. I think we should all have it all on 1. So let's, or 0. Let's do it all 0. So this one should be on 0. That's why. So let's go back to, let's add this. This one we'll put on 0. Oh, I just clicked X. All right. Go back here. Idle. Pistols. Pop it on 0. Start it at 0. And end it at 18. No, end it at, what is that? 28. All right. And we'll add that. So we got walk forward. How do we rename this? Walk forward. We got idle pistols. Let's turn this off here for now. Can we move this around? No? Alright. Whatever. Alright. Walk backward should just be the reverse of walk forward, right? So let's call this walk backward. Can we just copy and then paste it? Oh yeah, we can't because his arms are crazy. Of course not. Let's do walk. We'll call this one walk backwards since we have one here. All right, and just copy that, paste that. Nope, can't do that. Copy, and I entered some kind of cursor mode here. There we go. All right. So copy all this, paste it. Oh, we need to add a keyframe here. Let's just do that. All right, and now we can make it backwards. So forward, same. Backwards, he'll start. Okay, so he wants to go backwards, so he'll go. If I go forwards as that guy, I would go to hop forward. And to go backward, I would go same kind of thing here. So it'd be like that. Yeah, I think that's fine. Is there a way I can like rotate this here? I think that's better. So he's kind of like Trinity in Matrix. All right, that's good. Save that there. Maybe you can come up there. His arms are a little wonky. Let's make them level. Let's set that. Let's see. Oh, whoa. All right, let's set that. All right, and then that will do that, and we'll pop it in there. So we have walk forward, walk backward. What is that? 19. Right, so we have walk forward, walk backward. Let's do. Let's walk forward. Let's walk backward. Looks similar. That's idle pistols. But it's short. All right, so left and right, right? So let's do. Let's do walk left. So start from the beginning. Same, except this time he's going to be going this way. So we want him to. Okay, so if I was going to go that way, I would go like that. So let's. So you go the same way. You go the same way. Maybe keep your head straight. Raise that arm up. And raise this arm up. All right, and there's that. All right, and then keep him looking forward. Let's probably be more in line with himself at that time. And really his body would be going like this, propelling him that way. Rotate that a little bit, bring that up, bring that up. So that's how he would move that way. And the arms would be like this, maybe like that. And we'll add that as a keyframe. All right, so we're getting some basic animations done today. Let's do this. So we'll add that as a keyframe for now, and then we can change it. So he's going. That might look good. It doesn't look like he has any impact on landing, so let's. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, so he would like have a whip back, right? So he would go kind of back this way. Kind of like that. This. 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 This, and maybe this would be up more. This would be more straight out. I think that looks good. And then the arms, I think the arms are fine. So let's do that. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that looks good. All right. He's a hoppy boy. All right. Did I just change walk forward? Great. So glad. Let's just call this walk left, and let's see. Hopefully we didn't change walk forward. But if we did, we'll just duplicate this and we'll call this one walk forward. Let's go to walk left. Oh yeah, we did change walk forward. Let's add this and see what happens. All right. All right, I don't know what this is all doing here. We don't need that. Let's see if walk forward still works. Nope. Now it's walk left. Right? Yep, so we gotta make walk forward again. Alright, so I mean, what have we been doing this for? Not too long, we still got some time. We can make this happen. So let's do walk forward again, because I messed up. This is called walk left. Walk forward, maybe we can just do walk backward in reverse, right? Maybe, I think in Unity you can do that. So let's do just half of them, because we don't have unlimited time. We only have a month to make this game. If I spend all the time on the animations, it'll never get done. So let's do walk left. We can do walk right like that. Let's do like half left, right? Like forward left and backward left. So let's do walk. We'll call this what is supposed to be here first. All right. We'll duplicate it. Forward, left. Okay, and so what we want is kind of like so that looks good there. I think what we want is the rotation of his body to be more like that this time. Right, so he's going forward. He's kind of like a whoa man kind of. And then like that. So he's going. That looks like he's going to the right. That looks like he's going right backwards. So what's left forwards? Maybe like this. Let's straighten him out a little bit. And up, up, up. I think it still needs to be like this. I'm feeling like he's got such a weird legs that it has to be like that. Let's just try that and see what happens. Let's see. Let's see how this looks. I know it doesn't look good, but I'm just going to fix it in a second. Okay, so that's his left. he's got to go forward, so needs to lean back a little bit. Look forward a little bit. Just so it looks like he's going forward. I think that's what needs to happen. And then on here, maybe rotate him up a little bit. So it looks like he went forward. Let's see. If I was watching him from here, he would go. That might be good for like both, honestly, but forward and back. So let's just do that. I think that's fine. I think that's enough animations we have right here. So we can put him in the world, right, and then animate him up and see what happens. Yeah, we gotta add this one. So let's get rid of this. Let's add this one. I want this to be saved. Oh, shoot. I want this to be saved. Alright, and then uncheck those. I think that's it. We'll call this blobby armature, whatever. That's fine. We got the character in there. Call this blobby mesh. Alright, and this is his whole body. Okay, he's got the materials on him. Should be good. Let's go to pose mode, right? And put him into T-pose. So let's just Alt-G, Alt-G, Alt-R, and save that as a keyframe right there. Alright, and that's starts at 0, ends at 0, right? So you can stay in T-pose. Save that as something. Just put that there. Okay, so this is called forward, left, oh, whatever. This is called T-pose. And so we're gonna export him as a T-pose man. So Control A, I'll export FBX. We'll say blobby. We want armature, mesh, other, selected objects. I think his Z forward is just normal Z forward, but I always get it wrong every single time. We want to make sure the NLA strips are there. All right, and so hopefully he is animatable. Let's do January. Oh, January game jam, and hope that Unity does not blow it. We'll do the universal render pipeline. All right. Come on. Unity always does this. Busy, busy, busy. This is the new Unity that it does this though. Come on. Unity. Whenever I open a new project now, when I use Unity 2020.2, destroys it. Just can't make anything, so I'm sure that's what's going on. I'm gonna have to close it and open it back up. Oh. Come on. I've been making Minesweeper. If you can see the board behind me, I was trying to figure out these algorithms to use the board and everything. It was honestly it's more complicated than any other game. It seems like such a crazy game. Oh shit. Come on. Close Unity at 100% CPU. I guess closing Blender was a good idea too. We got January Game Jam right there. Open up. Continue. I mean, what? It says I'm using an older version of Unity. I think that's what happens when you quit during setup. Alright, so what are we going to do? We want... That's not no one has bullets. It's a bubble shooting. Everyone has a bubble shield. Okay, everyone has a bubble shield. When active, take no damage and deal no damage, right? Alright, and I think also when it's active, player can float. So like access high platforms. Alright, so we got everyone has a bubble shield, and when active, they take no damage and they deal no damage, and then the player can float and they can access high platforms. So it's kind of like strategy. I think it will be online, right? Potentially, that's my goal. It's definitely multiplayer, so let's say multiplayer at least. I want it to be online. Yeah, like a couple modes. We got team deathmatch, we got free for all, and like capture, like confirm kills, kill confirmed, right? I think that's good. So I think that's the three things. That's what we want. And if Unity ever opens, I can get this going for you guys. So what do we need to do? We need a character controller, character animation. We need what? We need a shoot mechanic, guns. We need, let's say gun art. Gun art. We need, well, we're gonna need networking, right, at some point. All right, at least this opened up. Sometimes this opens up before I have to close it again. We need networking, right? That's one thing that's way on the back burner. I think I could even make a back burner here. Let's do back burner. Networking will pop on that. We'll pop that over here. We'll do a working, move, and done. Alright, so we need to move back burner all the way to the end. Okay, working and done. Back burner goes over here. Alright, networking's on the back burner. We need to do gun art, character animation, character controller, shoot, or Blender animations. Okay, we got something going on here. Oh, it's a mobile screen, so let's do it 1920 by 1080. Make it wider. Alright. I think that's good. Alright. And we want to animate our guy. So let's do that. I might take a break here and then just finish this today. So let's do old assets or whatever you call it. Alright, let's just do that really quick while we're here. Okay, so I just want to clean that folder out. Alright guys, let's see. All my gizmos by default are turning off. Crazy. Alright, hey Shresha. Oh, you left. because I didn't respond to you or something. Yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated. I'm gonna make devlogs. I have some more videos that I'm gonna make as well, so I'm gonna try to work a little bit more on this today, then take a little bit of time for the weekend and get back to it all week next week, the week after. Got till, what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on the 5th Sunday from now is when it should be done. So we got a little bit more than about 30 days to do it. I think we got it. I think we can easily do some of this, at least maybe not networking, but do my best. All right. Thanks guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.